Morning, guys. So what I thought we would do today is this fish and this turtle, and I have a couple of ideas. So I've got some little eyes. I've got little pink ones for here and little purple ones for the little turtle, and I'm going to use my UV resin. I got my little portable light, and I'm going to glue them down in where their eyes are. And then I thought I would take my Resin orange red neon powder and paint just the body of the fish. And then use my neon green from Resin, the neon powder, and paint the head, and the little flippers and the little tail down in there. I don't remember where I got these molds. Probably Amazon, because I've had them for a long time. This one is from Pouring Your Heart Out. But anyways, after I paint all that, I'm going to leave the fins clear. And I have these little plastic acrylic diamond-like things. And I thought I'd mix these two colors together. I've got some more of the orange if I need it. And fill in just his flipper area. So I'll probably fill in the head with resin up until I get to the flipper area. And then do the rest of it with my little bits. And with the turtle, what I want to do is mix up the resin after I've painted what I want. Take and put a drop of this Octopus Fluids Alcohol Ink Ocean in my resin, and then use these crushed glass that I have. I have 3 different colors, and I thought I'd mix them together. These I think I got from Marshall's. So that's what we're going to do. So let's see if we can get down in here and glue in some eyeballs. Just going to put a little UV resin down in there and see if I can. Give me some tweezers here. Don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. And these are just little round eyeballs, so I don't think it's going to matter which way they go in there. Get that out of the way and see if I can cure this up enough to hold it in there. And then I'm going to put them under the light and let them cure. And all I've done is, if you can see down in there, and I'll show you this one, there's a little hole, a little hole in there. And I'm just putting some UV resin down in that little hole where the eye is. Just a drop. Getting my little eyeball, if I can. And just dropping him down in that little hole. Flatten him out. And then just taking my UV light to hold that in place. Now I will have to be very careful when I go painting these up with the mica powder that I don't break them loose, because they break loose so easy. Okay. He should be okay until I get him in the light. Now, this little turtle's a little bit trickier. I don't think he's as big. And I can't get down in there to show you guys. So I've got a little drop UV resin. Flip my little eyeballs over. And see if I can get that down in that little eye hole. Okay, I think it's in there. Yeah, sorry guys, I hit the light with my glasses. These little hand lights are good to just temporarily get it fixed, but they won't stay long. They don't completely cure it. Let me turn that heater off. Okay. Get some down in this little hole, if I can. And do the same thing. And you don't need much UV resin. Just a little drop is all you need. In these molds, the light travels through it, so you can use UV resin to hold these in place. If this was a solid color mold like blue, pink, green, you can't use a UV light on it. It will not travel through the silicone. Alright guys, I'm going to put you on a brief hold what time I put these under my light. That way you're not waiting that whole time. And I'll see you back in just a bit. Okay guys, I got them glued. So I didn't know if I wanted to use these or these. I'm thinking that these might be easier to paint down in the molds. So let's try this. I'm going to put some out in the lid. This mica powder, it's a little different because it is a neon powder. It's not a it's not a glow powder, it's just a neon powder. And I'm not sure how I'll like it, but I thought, we will try it. Don't even know if it'll work good this way, but we'll find out after we do it. That heater is kicked on again. I turned that all the way down, I thought. 72 degrees in. I swear I think it's out to get me. I'm just joking too. I don't really mean that. Now the little tail, I will have to I'm trying to bend him back. You guys can see his little tail down in there. That way we can get that. We'll have to make sure resin goes down in there. Got a little cleanup to do there. Paint him up. A little nervous about getting down around his eyes. Because I don't want to pop him out. But I do want his head painted like the rest of his body. Make sure you get up on the sides when you're painting your molds. This mica powder, every bit of it will pull off on the piece and leave the mold clean. Once we pour the resin, it'll pull every bit of it off. For the resin touches, of course. Alright. Let's see if we can get this without popping them eyeballs out. Just kind of dabbing it in there. Because I don't want to really brush around it. I don't want to pop them loose. Kind of difficult to get down in there. Ooh. All right, I think I got it. Now if we can do some cleanup on him, look at that. Whew. Gotta get that off best I can. This one will have to be cleaned. Just get it off what I can to do for now. Okay. Let's put that back down in there. Get it everywhere when I do. Maybe it is easier to do it out of the container for me. Okay, this one's not been opened. Let's open it. Okay, now let's see if we can get this fish. Just dabbing it around the eyes, down in that little eye socket. I don't know how well this powder is going to show up, so it looks kind of thin, but that's okay, because we're just going to, ooh, there's some little fins or something up around the top. I don't know how to get up in those. Okay. Now I am just going to be, I've thought about putting black down in the body of this. See those little fins? Let's just twist around in there maybe. If I can get my brush down in it and just kind of twist to get the powder all up in there. It's going to have some places where there's no powder, is what I'm afraid of, because of it's definitely difficult. And that little fin is even harder to get. I'm just putting the brush up there and twisting and hoping it's getting up in there, because I can't see. And these may come out just a total mess and not be pretty at all. Trying to get powder down in there around that eyeball without breaking the eye loose. Can't tell if I did. These are some difficult molds. Okay, you can see where the mica powder has stuck really well to some places, and then other places, not so much. And I don't know why. Like it just doesn't want to stick there. So he's going to look a little funky, I think. Ooh, these are bright colors. Maybe I should have used regular colors. Let's clean off this one some. I'll have to clean them off much better later. Okay, let's get us a baby wipe. Now, the reason I use a baby wipe is because it's soft. It's already got a great cleaner on it. It's not going to scratch my mold by me rubbing this across it, trying to clean up where I got powder that I don't want powder. And that is the reason that I like a baby wipe. Paper towels, they have ridges, so they have a tendency to scratch your molds. And once you get a mold scratched, that scratch is going to show up on every piece that you make. Okay, I think he's good. This top doesn't matter because there's not going to be resin that's going to really go around that. So, and we don't have a lot of cleanup on the fish. Well, maybe we do. Gosh, I've got it everywhere, all up in his tail. I didn't realize I'd splattered it that far. Just want to, right there. I think that will be good. I've got something down in there. Okay. Now, get my, I'm going to use that to clean off terry cloth and just kind of go where I put the water or the baby wipe and got this wet, and just try to prevent water spots is all. Terry cloth's not going to damage my mold either. Very soft. Just an eyeglass terry cloth. Alright guys, I'm going to mix up some resin and we will be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I lost my eyeballs out of my turtle. I looked down the head and they were just laying there. So I took them out, cleaned his head, repainted it. You can tell I've got these propped up because I want to put black in this head, and I want as much black in that head that I can get, but I don't want it in the tail. Same way with my crushed glass. I want it in the shell, but I don't want it in his fins and his head, especially his head. So I thought that that maybe propping him up would help. So I'm just going to put a little resin down in here, and I may prop his head up some more, I don't know, but I want to mix this glass up and try to crush it up a little bit because there's some big pieces down in here where they've not broken them up, and I mean they break up really easy. That's all you have to do. So I thought I'd just put a few of each of these colors in here. That's a really big piece. Let's see if we can... Ooh, my glove broke. I have to switch gloves before I start. Can't break that one up. And then the green. The green's broke up. Okay, let me get a new glove. These are 6mm gloves. They shouldn't just break. And that was a new glove. Okay, now let's see. Just gonna mix these up. Heater again. I swear it hasn't kicked on any until I turn the video on. Want some more blue. Oops. Oh yeah, I was going to put some of the ocean color in, wasn't I? Oops, I forgot. Okay. Let's put a little resin in here then. And I probably won't need all of these, and I just lost my barrier. I probably should have used something better than just all these sticks, but that's what I had on hand over there and just grabbed. Okay. Now, let's just put a drop of this Octopus Fluids alcohol ink. Don't want it too much. Just want a little hint. I hear it raining. I don't even think that's made much of a difference. But let's put a little drop down in this one that's already in there. What a pretty color. I think I just like colors. Now this does have some stones on it, so I'm just trying to be careful and not touch the mold as I'm stirring this. Because I don't want them to scratch. Okay. A few little bubbles. I hope they come up. Let's give it just a second. A little baby torch. That one's out. I have an orange one. There we go. Just a little, quick little spritzer to the center. Okay, let's see if we can get some of these stones down in there. Like I said, the resin's going to go down in the head. I can already see it heading that way. Let's see if I can prop him up some more. Okay. Now, see if we can get some more stones. I mean, I guess I don't have the eyeballs down in his head. I could put the stones down in there too. And he just fell. And it all fell. Oh, mercy me. I don't want it to go down in his feet either. Okay. Now, there we go. I wonder if it's going down in his little tail. I shouldn't have put that much resin down in there, but that's okay. I think, I wonder if I can get some of that out. I want to get the resin out without getting the stones. Slow process. Make these videos longer than they need to be, don't I? By all my little mishaps. I'll find something else to put these stones in too. We'll have us a little extra something made today. Still a lot of resin. I shouldn't have done that. Living line. Know for the next time, if any of you all do this, don't put the resin down in there first or you end up with a bunch of resin, few stones. Very time consuming. few stones down in there now. Maybe try to let some of that resin drip off of them. There we go. Okay. I think that's got our turtle. Hopefully that will turn out really pretty. And I done lost my, I hit it again. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Now, I don't think I'm going to need all this, because we're just going to mix up some black. Okay, what black do we want to use? I should have got one, shouldn't I? Oh, let's do the Tea Expert pigment paste. He gives us a good solid black, I think. 1, 2, 3 little squirts. Solid black. And it mixes up so well. Okay. It just seems a little crooked. Let me see if I can fix him, since I messed with him again. There we go. Now, see how much black we can get in this head without getting into his tails. I think we're good there. His eyes are covered. I'd really like to have him propped up just a bit more. If I could get him propped up a bit more, I could put more black in there. I don't know what to prop him up with. I just don't know. I just know all those are going to fall. I just hope this doesn't fall as it is curing. That's my concern. Because y'all know my luck. Let that drip off. Okay, that's all the black I'm going to put in there for now. Of course, use this baby wipe, clean that stick off. And my gloves. Okay, that's going to need some alcohol, but I don't want to get my Well, we'll be covering it over, so it'll be okay. See, he could really use a few more stones, but I'm afraid that if I do, he's going to overflow. And we have some resin left. I wonder what the temp is on this resin. Where's my thermometer? Oh, yeah, it's not warmed up at all. I think I'm going to do another video of maybe a bloom and see how long this resin, because it's a new resin, haven't tried it before, and see how long it takes to heat up. Alright guys, I'll see you back when it's time for the next part of this. See ya. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a few hours. I think these are cured enough to be able to do the next layer. I've mixed up 8 ounces of resin. I have not put it in the debubbler, and I'm not going to, because first I'm going to mix this one, this Resin Expressions Color Creations Emerald Teal. It's a metallic epoxy pigment paste, and it's really dark. So I thought that would look really good in there. I don't know about how much we need, so I'm going to guesstimate about 3 ounces maybe. Okay, I mixed up 8. Okay, I've got about 3 ounces in my cup. Now, get me a stick over here. I'm just going to mix this paste. Oh, this paste is really thick. Some of these pastes can harden up in shipping, and I think I got this one from, I think I ordered it from Laura's Art Corner is where I got it. And she'll tell you that. You can throw it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, as long as you get all the metal pieces off the top. Otherwise, you can set it in some warm water and they'll soften right back up. But I just want to mix this up. I've not used this before, or maybe I have because it was opened. I don't recall, but I'm sure I did. Okay. I think that's mixed up very well. Alright, now I'm just going to get some of that color, and hopefully that's enough. I'm just going to use that right there into my 3 ounces of resin and see if this is enough. Isn't that a pretty oceany blue color? I thought that would look really good behind this neon green, and then the areas that you're going to see it around the shell. Yeah, it's definitely plenty. Just want to make sure I get it mixed up to where it's not going to be streaky. Let's see if we can get that paste off the stick. I don't want clumps of paste in my piece. Just mixed up very well, it seems. Such a pretty color. Okay. Of course, got it on me, so let's close this up. Alright, now let's see if we can pour this and get that right down in that little head. Pouring it slow because I want it to fill that head up. I don't want an air bubble. I might have to mix up some more. I don't know if the 3 ounces will be enough. And there's the heater. I'm going to cut that off. Let that level out. Okay, pour in some more. Seems like it's filling the head up pretty good. You can see he's about to close. I just want to make sure he doesn't end up with a bubble in there. Okay, I gotta get that bubble out of the head. I hope that's out of there. It's kind of hard, isn't it, to tell. I think I need just a little more resin. Let's get us a little more resin. Maybe I'm going to be mixing up some more. He held more than I thought. I'm not going to add any more extra color. I think there's enough in this cup to mix that up. And you're not going to see this mostly. Get all that extra color that's on the stick off. Okay. I think we've about got him. Okay, this corner looks a little higher. So I need to prop this table up just a little bit more. Probably not a lot. But definitely a little. I'm going to put 2 sticks under there and see if that will, well, maybe. Oh, mercy. Okay, let's get, I can't get it out. Let me move my other table. Now, there we go. I'm going to just give that a few minutes to level out. Now, let's mix up our beads for our little fella over here. And I have 4 ounces left. We know he's going to hold that. So we're going to add in a bunch of these little orange. I think I'll add all those. And then let's add some brown ones. I hope this looks pretty. Kind of looks like caviar, doesn't it? I think we need some more orange. That brown kind of took over. Okay. Just mixing all these up. Getting resin on them. I was going to do it in there, but doesn't matter. Okay. Now let's just start filling this up. And I may have way too much, but we will see. like to really get down in each one of those little fins. All the ways to the corner there. I feel like he's got more resin and not enough stones over there. Okay, now let's see if we can get some down in this head and finish filling him up. The problem I have about the head is I hope the resin goes down into those little fins, because I don't think the stones are going to be big enough to go down in there. So I might have to take a toothpick or something and try to poke them down in there. And I've got plenty left. So what I'm going to do, let's do a dump fish. I have this big fish, and I think dumping the rest of those stones down in there, we'll use him just for whatever until we get him filled. Wow, this is really filling him up. I need to get down in that tail. I don't want to dip these all over me, because you'll know that's what I'm going to end up doing. He's got a little air bubble down in there we need to get out. We don't want bubbles down in that fin. Okay, that's going to be difficult because they do not want to come out. If I can just keep pushing till they go up. Okay, I think we got it. Now let's see if we can get the rest of these down in there. And this might fill him up. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Have enough to do the fish, the turtle, and another fish. I don't think it's going to fill him up. Almost. All right, guys. I'm going to see if I can. I have a little toothpick here somewhere. I don't know if these will squeeze. Yeah, there we go. We can squeeze those air bubbles out and get some resin to pull up in there. And the thing is, we can see it because of where we painted them. So just gotta squeeze those air bubbles out. And almost pop it. Now these, I don't know if I can squeeze those or not. Let's try the little toothpick and see if we can pick those bubbles out. Almost. Okay, I think I've got that one. This one's a little bit. Here we go. Okay, I think we got that. Now these others are really little. There's no way to squeeze them, but I think they'll be okay. They're just right under. Alright guys, and those stones keep coming out of that one, don't they? And just leaving the resin. Alright guys, that's it. So I'll probably just spritz these down with a little alcohol here. And we will come back for the demold. I'll see you then. Alright guys, we're back. I'm hoping that I don't have a difficult time getting these little pieces out here. I think my eyes stayed in the right spots on this one. So let's see. Okay, it's going to peel right out of there. Good. Hopefully. The one side did. This is a big fish. Okay. Got a little air bubble there, see? And he went right back in there. Alright, let's see how Goldie turned out. Oh, I love those eyeballs. I can fix that with a little UV resin. I've got some orange UV resin or brown that will look really good. Oh, I like him. Isn't he cute? He'll look cute sitting on top of my fish tank. Now let's see if we can get Mr. Turtle here out. I've always wanted to do this mold. Just never got around to it because I couldn't think of how I wanted to do him. Oh, I got a little air bubble in his tail. Fix that with some green UV resin. He's got a little overflow there. That'll just pick right off if I can get him out. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can get this other side now. Alright, now his head without decapitating him. A couple of air bubbles under his chin. All that overage will just pick off. So it's just very thin. Got a little cleanup I'll be doing on him, I guess. Okay. Ooh. I'm not crazy about the crushed glass because it looks like it turned over and you see the white part on the backing. But overall, he's a cute little turtle. Alright guys, that's it. Clean him up, take a picture for you guys, and see you back for the next video.